I'm going to introduce our last speaker of the evening, who's closing it. This gentleman, I can't say enough about him. He's a close friend. He entered this industry at a young age. Lisa had mentioned at 21, he set a record in the largest direct sales company in the world that still stands today. Stayed in that industry for a decade. And what I learned about this gentleman is he left it. He went on to be president with companies that had interest in venture capitalism, real estate, manufacturing, food and beverage. This gentleman plays life at the highest level, and I spent enough time with him to be a testament to that. And this is what I know about him. He left this industry because it impacted his life. And he said, when I come back, I will come back with the right product, the right leadership team, and change this industry and do it in a way that it's never been done before. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our CEO, co-founder, Rod Jao.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. That's so nice. I'll just wait for the rest of the people to stand. Thank you. Oh, Dr. Suki Muker, great job. Was he amazing? Yeah. I have so much in common with him. 11 years in post-secondary education. That's how much I spent in secondary education. So I think we're at par there. But I just want to wrap up and share with you a couple things. And first of all, I want to thank Dr. Monica Smith for the amazing job she did. What a wonderful testimony and her explanation of the products. She's fairly new as a brand affiliate. She explains the products much better than we do, that's for sure. And Lisa, Cito, thank you again for sharing what you do and becoming such a leader for so many people around the world, sharing this story. Of course, our Chief Transformational Officer, Dr. Suki, that's so passionate about helping people. And one of the things that Apollo and I did when we started this vision 5 years ago, we said, what can we create that we knew every single person in the world needed, especially us? And we looked in the mirror, we said, we need a better brain. We need to be smarter. We need to make better decisions. And what is it going to take to accomplish that? And that's how we developed this brain optimization system that we believe by far is superior to anything else we've seen in the world. But I want to talk about two simple things. And I want to talk about, pursuit of happiness and defining success. Because I think most of you that are here that are new for the first time are wondering, what are you doing here? And what drove you to make the decision to come? And was it a ride on the way? Was it a free dinner that your person promised you? What was it? And I hope it's bigger than that, because it's really funny. A meeting similar to this that I went to when I was 17 years old, and that one meeting changed my entire life. And all I did in that meeting was I said yes. That's it. One simple yes. And it took me on a journey that completely changed who I am today and how I live my life. And I welcome, for those of you that are here for the first time, that today is that beginning of that journey. Today can be that yes, because we talked earlier about procrastination. What does that do? We live in a different time. 2017, 1 minute today is like an hour before, a day here is like 30 days before, and 1 month here, you can accomplish more in 30 days than we used to be able to do in 1 or 2 years. Because there's so much technology that's available to us. People are moving at lightning speed. We're able to build businesses globally. We have offices in 5 different countries, and we shipped over 14 countries today. And how many people have data and internet and smartphones? This is crazy. So what do you want to do? We didn't talk a lot about success, but first of all, let's define what that is. Now, I'm not here to tell you what I think success should be for you, because everyone defines it differently. But I will tell you that I think we all agree we're all in the pursuit of happiness. And that happiness can mean so many things. That happiness could be more time with your family. Maybe happiness could be material. I know we don't like to talk about that, but let's face it, some people are motivated by money, and there's nothing wrong with that. I was when I was a kid. Man, I thought one day I just want to make $5,000 a month. Oh my gosh, that would just change my entire life. That was in 1987, I think. And then once you get to 5,000, you go, what would 20,000 a month do? I remember sitting in a room just like this, and someone said, I'm making $30,000 a month. And I'm like, what would you do with all that money? Pay taxes if you live in Canada. That's what you do with all that money. It doesn't go very far anymore, does it? But what is it that's going to drive you? there's two things. It's either you're going to be motivated by something or you're going to look at the opposite. You're going to be inspired to change or you're going to look at all the negatives and that's going to motivate you. And I think people do a lot more out of disparity than they do out of inspiration. I mean, inspiration is great. Let me show you what's possible. We've talked about that. Live a more fulfilled life. Live more complete. We've got great products to help you. 15.6%, is that right, Suki? 15.6% increase in memory. That'll save marriages. You realize that, right? How many times have you forgotten your wife something? And they get, women don't need it. I think just men do. Honey, what does this remind you of? I don't know. Is it, and then all these arguments, anyway, I won't get into that. That's tomorrow. But the point is this. If it's going to save a marriage, is it worth it? Absolutely. There's so many applications. But more importantly, that's why we created this product. We know birthdays now. We know anniversaries. We know the first time we had dinner together. We know the first time you smiled. Oh, remember the first time we gave a kiss, the first movie. All these different questions you bombard us with. You women ask us questions like, what are you thinking? Nothing. Really? You don't believe us? No, we really, nothing. Because I realized that women, I don't know if you know this, they have a quota. An average woman speaks average man speaks 25,000 words a day. And a woman speaks 40,000 words a day in average. So when we get home, some of us men, you women might argue just to hit that quota with us, and we just run out of ideas to say. It's just, we're done. But anyway, what's motivating you? And I want to talk about that time. How many people here hate waking up early in the morning? Some of you? The rest of you are all retired, really? You love that alarm clock? You can't wait till you love that iPhone ringing in your ear? You love morning traffic? I mean, I love our coffee, but I don't drink coffee. I'll be honest with you. But that's pretty crazy for a co-founder to say, I don't drink coffee. You know why? Coffee reminds me of having to wake up early in the morning. I like warm milk. I don't know. What takes you to bed? That's what I like. I'm more of a go to bed late, wake up when I want to. That's the reason why I did what I did. Whatever the masses did, I want to do the opposite. I don't understand why people want to drive between 6 and 9 a.m. That's when everybody wants to drive. Why don't you drive at 11? People complain about the weather here. By the way, it's a beautiful weekend, right? Yeah. Wow. What's up with the weather in Vancouver? It's a beautiful place, but the weather sucks. If you have money, buy weather. Move, fly. Oh, I see a forecast, honey. 2 more days, it's gonna rain. Let's take the jet and go somewhere warm. All right, come back when it's sunny. You can do those things. And that's what's the beauty of money. It's okay. And I think money, for some people, it's a bad word because it amplifies character. But if you're really a good person, what can you do with it? How many people can you help? One of the first things we were taught as a young entrepreneur growing up in my environment was before you buy anything for yourself, what have you done for your parents? You know what we were taught? Retire your parents before you buy your own home. Well, that's a pretty bold statement. I don't encourage you to do that, but that's what we did. We retired our parents because of all the things that they did for us to enable us to have an opportunity to do things for ourselves. And that was a priority for us, and maybe that's a priority for some of you. And if it isn't, it should be. What else motivates you besides travel and giving the best for your kids? I mean, I see parents at these baby stores. You ever walk in there and they have what would you do for your kid? Everything. As parents, you would take a bullet for them. You would kill for them. You would just want to give them the very, very best. And what does that mean? It's not just material things. It's environment. It's your time. And doesn't that take money? You know what I love about what we're creating here? Because it's limitless, not just from a personal standpoint, from a health perspective, but the ability to earn income in a passive way, the ability to travel around the world and enjoy things by doing a simple thing, but just sharing what you believe has helped yourself. There's not one conversation I don't have with people anywhere in the world that I don't feel something we offer has an incredible benefit to them. So I'm just sharing. And I don't know what that is, but I just got to listen. And when you listen enough, you'll realize there's something significant, whether it's memory, whether it's quality of life, whether it's time, whether it's finances. Whatever it is, I just encourage you, those of you that are in here for the first time, that are looking for that pursuit, that maybe didn't think about, hey, what's possible? Maybe you're just kind of somewhat happy with your current situation. I've met people that sit there and go, I already make $250,000 a year. I'm doing okay. Well, I know $20,000 a month is pretty significant income, but that's not enough to do what you really want to do. Let me show you what's possible beyond material things. You want to transcend time, transcend quality of life, transcend all of those things. It's going to require a lot of freedom. So what's it going to take to make that decision? Some of you might be in here the way I was, feeling maybe incredibly intimidated. There's a good group of people in here. Now let me tell you why. Because we're all about brain optimization. You've got a like-minded community that we're creating globally that's all thinking about how we can all become sharper. This is not a weight loss company. This is not a skincare company. This is a optimize your brain so you can supersede and make any ultimate decision and be at perfect peak state 24/7. That's pretty awesome. We all want to be there. We all have had times in our life where we felt connected with the world, and in fact, you felt so smart that you anticipated people's words before they even thought of what they were going to say. I know you've had moments like that. How'd you like to have moments like that all the time? We can help you with that. We're creating that. We're pursuing that. And there's nothing better than peers, fellow entrepreneurs, and people that share the same vision. So I encourage you, for those of you, again, that are here for the first time, or maybe the second time you're thinking, does this really work? Absolutely. Will it change my life? Absolutely. Can I change other people's lives? I hope so. We have one simple vision. It's just to help people around the world become the absolute best at what they can do, whatever they want to choose to do. In fact, we want to take it to another level. You want people to become better than they ever thought was possible. So a very simple mission statement. I encourage you all to join us. And if it's your first time here, we've got an incredible weekend of training. Please get back to the person invited here. Ask them about what we're doing tomorrow. It's a very unique opportunity, not for you only to do a deep dive into the incredible potential of what you can become, but more importantly, how many lives you're going to change through that process. Thank you very much, everyone.